I've found that the more I open myself up to things like meditation and visualization and even the stuff that Mantak was talking about, like I went into that episode thinking, there's no way I want to talk about massaging my organs or my sexual organs or anything. But the more I look into this, there's stuff there.
I'm telling you, man, I've talked to many elderly Chinese guys. I met this guy that was damn near 90 years old. This guy moved like a kid.
Okay.
It was like, wow.
Right. What are you
this
doing?
This dude was like,
he's doing
something, right?
Right. And it's almost like Americans, and I love America. I don't live there anymore. You live around the world. It's almost like America is going the opposite direction. More lethargic, worse diet, bad mentality, on their phones.
America's now the fattest nation on earth, man. 1 out of every 3 adults is obese.
I mean, and
it's American women lead the world in obesity. It's a really sad thing.
Wow. I mean, a country with all the money, all the technology,
all
the
money
this,
and
it's
technology,
going the other way.
And the health care. As an aging baby boomer, I want to keep my independence. I don't want to be like this or in some old folks' home.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. One of my mentors was Jack LaLanne, who
Really?
was like in his mid-90s. He was still like unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
Vigorous, violent exercise every day was Jack's.
Jack LaLanne was like one of the first guys
One
to
of the
really
first
embrace
guys.
physical fitness.
And he said, look, I have very average genetics. He says, people say, oh, you're an amazing guy, wow. He says, no, I'm what would be normal. He says, but people aren't willing to do what I do. See, there's this lazy component.
Yeah.
People just kind of give up and they want to entrust their health to a doctor who doesn't really know.
Give me a pill.
Give me a pill. It's not even the doctor's fault. They're only just filling a need. People want this.
Right.
A lot of these guys are really frustrated.
Right.
Read Dr. John Tilden, Toxemia Explained. He saw this stuff 100 years ago. He already was, seeing everything that's happened in the medical field.
Right.
He was a guy that pretty much used diet and exercise way back in the day and refused to get into medication.
Right.
He was a medical doctor.
Well, the more I speak with people like you and everybody else who comes through the show, the more I am thinking that this is the way forward and not this other way of thinking.
And it takes time and it takes dedication. Right. You can't be a lazy ass and expect your health to be good. You got to really take.
Right. So do this type of morning routine.
You got to take responsibility. It doesn't have to exactly be this. I'm only sharing what I do, what works for me, that I learned from my mentors. And I said this before. Who's going to listen to anyone under the age of 60 or even 70? What do they know? They don't know anything, right? You
some of them know some things, but I know what you mean. The thing about you, Steve,
they haven't proved that their system works yet.
Okay, true.
Now, I'm still in that, I'm not old enough to be old.
Right, that's true, you're not.
I'm on the edge, so we'll see. Time will tell. But everything I'm showing, I didn't invent. I learned it from some dude that was like, 80s, 90s, so. The Western world's health is pretty poor. Even the U.S., as much money as we have, we are not even in the top 20 healthiest nations on earth. I mean, check it out.
Time to start.
And right now, we are the fattest, most obese, sickest country on earth.
Right.
Medical costs, unbelievable.
Yeah.
So for me, I like to be independent of that system. I do not want to get into the medical system. I'll do anything in my power to stay free of that as I go into my 70s and 80s,
Good.
Only 5 years away from the 70s.
Yeah, right.
So we'll see if it works. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, I've seen guys a lot older than me that are just unbelievably spry and fit. I think I'm going to stick with the advice from these older, venerable gentlemen.
Yeah.
Because I see what's going on with them.
Yeah.
Are they an anomaly? Are they maybe a freak? Maybe, but I've just seen too many to not believe it.
Right.
So, and so far I'm doing all right.
You look great, man.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.